Hi, everybody. Welcome to the first day of Trellomania. I'm Ashley Nassar, and I'm going to be your host this week, where we'll be covering 5 different Trello workflows and boards so that you can get organized and stay stress-free. Ready to get started? The first workflow that we'll be talking about today is your weekly schedule. This is a board and a workflow that I use every day. I make sure that I sit down once a week and do this, and it is crucial to making sure that you have time for yourself as well as time to do the things for your business and to work on your business. Today we'll be going through the steps that I use for the workflow, and then we'll be hopping over to a screen share, and I'll be building a weekly schedule with you guys just to show you how easy it actually is. The first thing you want to do when you're planning your weekly schedule is to go in, and you can pick to either do this on Friday afternoon, Sunday evening. You can even do this Monday morning if you want. Just make sure you're carving out 15 to 20 minutes to set up your weekly schedule. So the first thing that you want to do is go in and you're going to add in everything for you. Now this means workouts. This means girls' night. This means time with the family. These are the things that don't have a negotiable. You have to put them down and they will get done this week, okay? This is going to make sure that at very minimum, you are worrying about yourself first and you are taking the time to take care of you before putting yourself out to everything else. So once you get all of that scheduled in, then we switch over and we're going to put in any meetings that you have. This can be scheduled with clients. This can be meetings for volunteer activities, anything like that. Go ahead, put those in. And what you should be left with is time in your day that will actually be used to work on your business and to work in your business. So doing things for clients, getting client work done, and also making sure that you are growing your business. It's so easy to get stuck in this mentality of only working on the things that actually make you the money, but you're not doing anything to grow. And then you get stuck at a point where you have no business and nothing's happening. So once you've got all your meetings in, you've got all your things scheduled in for you to make sure that you are at your best, then we're going to switch over to our business mindset. Now, the next step we'll talk about a little bit throughout the week because this is going to come from several boards. You're going to pick 3 to 5 things this week that have to get done. These will come from your client workflows. These will come from your content workflows. These are the things that you've already scheduled that have due dates and they have to get done this week, okay? If you are putting yourself at more than 3 to 5 things a week that have to get done like that, then you're probably stretching yourself too thin. And these are major things. So for me as a web designer and a developer, these are things like create a design for a client, start the development process, things like this. It's not, email a client back. Nothing like that. These are major tasks. Once you've gotten that done, if at minimum that's all you get done in your week, you've taken care of yourself, you've upheld all your obligations, and you've gotten the most important things in your business done. But you should be left with some time in your day. Those time blocks are now going to be spent on scheduling and breaks. So I like to throw in 15-minute breaks, 30-minute breaks, throw in your lunch break, do all of that. And then we have what's called your shit list. This is on the Trello board that we'll be going over in a second. And this is a place for you to dump all of the things that you need to get done. So this can be emailing back Susie. It can be running an errand, whatever it may be. There are things that don't necessarily warrant being done that minute and dropping everything you're doing, but it is something that needs to get done. So from the remaining time in your day, you should be able to schedule out a few of those shit list items. And what does this mean now? This means you scheduled in all the time for yourself, working out, taking those mental health breaks, taking breaks in your day, eating, okay? How many of y'all don't eat during the day? And then you're also getting through all your meetings, you're getting all of your client work done, and you're working on additional things, all without stressing yourself out. You want to be realistic when you're time blocking yourself. Don't say that you're going to spend 15 minutes on something if it actually is going to take you 45 minutes, because then you're going to feel stressed and run out on time. Instead, over add what you're going to be taking. If you think it's going to take you 15 minutes, put in 30 minutes for it so that you're constantly at a point where you've got time left over and you're able to get in those last minute things. You're going to feel refreshed this way. You're going to feel accomplished, and it's going to feel so satisfying knowing that you got done even more than what you set out to do that week. So I'm going to hop over to a screen share. I'm going to show you the board, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is to plan out your week like that. Ready? So here we are on our My Week schedule. And before you get started with anything, this is what it'll look like. Your shit list can have, I just love saying that. Your shit list can have obviously whatever it is in there. I just have a demo item in here now. I use this list to add to on the go. One of the reasons I love Trello so much is because it's got an app. I can pull it up on my phone. If I'm on the go and I think of something that I need to add, boom, pop it in there. So let's get started. First thing we talked about was making sure that we put in our workouts, our girls' nights, all kind of stuff like this. So I know that on Mondays and Wednesdays, I go work out at 8 a.m. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to copy that over to Wednesday. Okay. Let's see. I know that on Wednesday, I also have a girls' night. I'm getting wine with a girlfriend. And that's it for my personal stuff. And I'm going to go in and add in some meetings. So again, Wednesday I have a meeting. On Thursday I have a class that I'm teaching. There's no rhyme or reason to how you do your times in here. It's kind of just up to you. I like to put the time first. Sometimes I won't even actually put in what time I'm doing it. I'll just put in the block of time that I know it's going to take. So already I'm through step 1 and 2. I've added in all my self-care items. I have added in my meetings. And now I'm going to go pick my 3 to 5 things. So by doing this, and again, we're going to go through these workflows later on in the week, but I want to show you this right now. So I've got a client here, and she's got items coming up. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to copy this card over to my week. I'm going to just put it in on Monday. It's going to copy in over the due date, so you don't really have to worry about like putting that in right now. I just copy everything over. Copy this again. And this one. These are all 3 due this week. 3 things that I have to get done this week. I have 2 more too, actually. Well, 1 more, but. Okay. And then I know that I've got some content that I need to schedule out. So that needs to be scheduled out this week. So I'm going to pop that in there. Oh, copy it over to the board. Boom. So now we have items that need to get done, okay? So from here, it's all about kind of finagling things. I know that if on the 17th, I'm going to have this scheduled out, I'm going to go ahead and throw that on Tuesday. Tuesday's looking a little light right now. I know that I've got some time to do that, okay? And I also know that this is going to take me approximately 90 minutes. That allows me to get all the graphics made for social media. That allows me to get it pushed out to all the areas. It allows me to give a final once over on the content, make sure that it's great, and then it's ready to go. So now I've got these other items. Okay, let's see. I know Monday I've got some time for this, so we're going to go ahead and throw this installation in on Monday. I know yoga's going to take me an hour. I'm not going to be home until 9. On top of that, I'm going to want to have some breakfast, which I'll schedule in a second. But so we're going to say that at 10 a.m. I'm going to start this. And it's going to take me 60 minutes to do the installation. Okay? And let's just go ahead and add in here that at 9, I'll be spending 60 minutes to eat breakfast and get cleaned up for the yoga. And because I know I'm going to yoga, again, obviously on Wednesday, I'm going to copy this over to Wednesday. Okay. I know that I've got this final slide approval, so let's go ahead. We haven't scheduled anything on Wednesday yet. Let's throw that in there. Again, we know that's going to happen at 10 a.m. And let's give 60 minutes for this. Okay. So now we've got the lunch. Let's go ahead and throw that on Thursday. That's looking pretty light. And again, we're going to add in, we're going to start this at 8:30. That'll be my first thing that I do that morning. And it's going to take me 30 minutes. So at this point, I've put in my 3 to 5 items that need to get done this week. I've scheduled in meetings. I've scheduled in self-cares. So let's go ahead and throw in some breaks. So on Monday, I'm finishing this all about 11. So let's throw in at 11. I'm going to take a 30-minute break. I'm eating breakfast at 10. So at around 2, I'm probably going to be hungry again. So I would throw in a 60-minute lunch break. And then I do the same thing here. I didn't put in a time for this, did I? Let's start that at 9 a.m. So this is the time that I have lunch most days. I mean, it's up to everybody. I don't know. Depends on how you like to eat. I'm a grazer, so when I normally take my other breaks, I sometimes take I get a little snack. Come on, Trella. Boom. Lunch is in. We'll throw some breaks in there later on. And now we're gonna do the shit list. Now I normally have social media in here for the week. These are actually things that I normally keep in as a recurring Monday card. It's just kind of up to you on how you want to do that. If you've got weekly things that you like to get done on Monday morning, put a card in here, add your checklist to it, put that in on Monday morning, boom, it's scheduled. Every morning, Monday, you're sitting down, you're doing those things. Social media for the week. I know that's going to take me 90 minutes. And I'm going to work on this at 11:30. So now I've got all this time in my day. I've gotten done my things for my clients that have to get done. I've scheduled in time for myself. I've scheduled in breaks. I've scheduled in my meetings. It can be beneficial to go in and schedule in time to check emails. I'm going to hop back over now to myself. Schedule time to, read your emails, reply to emails, whatever that may be. But that took 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and the entire week is pretty much planned out. I like to give myself some time in the week. So if you noticed, I really heavily scheduled Monday and Tuesday. I kind of let the rest of the week trickle down. That's because things are going to move around. A buyer could come up tomorrow, and that thing that I had scheduled at that time has got to get done on Wednesday now. And that's fine. And we move it over, and it's no big deal. So, try to allow some time in your week for that. If not, you're going to end up at the end of the week being like, oh my God, these things got moved. I didn't get to get them done. And now you're not feeling as accomplished. So make sure Monday and Tuesday are really scheduled. Get those things in there that are that important, and then allow yourself time in the week to really have grace and let your schedule be flexible and move around. You guys, that's it for today's Trellomania, our weekly workflow. Tomorrow we'll be talking about client workflow, and this one's really exciting because this is going to be how your clients work with you, how they follow you along everything, and it has been a real game changer for my business. So make sure you join us back tomorrow. We'll be talking all about your client workflow. We'll have a worksheet for that and a board to go along with it as well, and I'll see you then. Bye.